Yo, family, what it do? High value basketball. We are back once again with the best basketball commentary on this side of the planet. You dig? Yo, take a look at this video. Yo, did y'all see this? Bruh, I was mistaken. In my last video, I actually tried to cape up for Westbrook, come to his defense, and talk about the whole Huddle incident not being that big of a deal. And for the most part, for the Patrick Beverley Huddle, I still actually hold that stance that one wasn't the big of a deal. How freaking ever. This video y'all just saw, this shows a whole nother level of disconnect and dysfunction with the Russell Westbrook situation. Yo, I take it all back that this is something that the media is overblowing and that he's talking bad about the media with his 1 Peter 5:8 scripture. Yo, this dude might actually be pissed off at the Lakers and his teammates, yo. Y'all see this opening? The whole team is over there in their huddle, the pregame huddle, and Russell Westbrook is literally standing all the way off to the side. And not only is he off to the side, he ain't even in the matching clothes, in the warm-ups. He's already out of that uniform. He over there tossing his shirt to the ball boys who are very reluctantly even reacting to his presence. The whole team turns around. Looks like a third of the team didn't even realize he wasn't in the huddle. And they looking at him like, what the fuck going on with him? Phil Handy, if you notice at the end, Phil Handy in the video, he's sitting there looking at Russell Westbrook like, bro, what you doing, bro? Like, why are you carrying on like this, man? What the hell is happening? And he's doing this in front of the whole Lakers arena. This ain't just like an isolated practice event. He's in front of thousands of people doing this craziness, yo. So I take it back. So I can see how on the Patrick Beverley Huddle, how everybody's freaking the freak out. Because, yo, this first video, this pregame video shows that Russell Westbrook is completely off the rails. Now, again, we don't know the details. We do not know the inner workings of this. We don't know if he's disgruntled because he wants to stay and wanted to be there and they want him out. You know, we don't know if LeBron and AD is doing that weird, buddy thing and they're making him feel uncomfortable. We don't know if it's the front office. We don't know where the disconnection is really coming from. But it is very readily apparent that Westbrook is checked all the way out on this situation, man. So, yeah, we're going to have to definitely keep an eye on this thing. You know why? Because you got to continue to like, share, and subscribe if you want to know how High Value continues to update y'all on these things. So hit the button. But I did say in my earlier video that it's going to be a long season for the Lakers. And yeah, I still stand by that, man. Just because they had a couple good preseason games and they do look much improved from last year, that still ain't saying much because last year was a complete and total disaster. So seeing where we are with this now, man, yeah, it's ugly. This is worse than the Draymond Green situation, if you ask me personally, because he's showing out in front of the fans. This isn't just an internal thing. This dude is silent protesting in front of everyone that there's a problem going on here. And I'm not a Russell Westbrook basher, but man, if there's any one player who doesn't get it, if there's any one player who'd prefer to bash his head on the wall as opposed to lead a wall alone, it is definitely this guy, Russell Westbrook. So, until we do get further evidence and further info coming out, I'm unfortunately forced to believe that this dude is clearly being some type of cancerous entity within the organization, within this whole situation, and he is showing himself out because he wants out, whether it's because LeBron and AD want it or just because he may feel disrespected because they benched him last year, or he may be potentially being benched this year or something. Either way, the drama will go forth and High Value Basketball will be here to cover it. But yeah, man, I don't even know how they deal with this. And I gotta say, just in closing, we might be seeing the last of Russell Westbrook, y'all. And I don't mean to cast that over, old buddy, but yeah, y'all remember Allen Iverson and how Allen Iverson got phased out of the league? And it wasn't because Allen Iverson couldn't play anymore. It was because Allen Iverson showed himself to no longer be a fit on a team. It was because he's so much of a superstar and so much of a large entity that if he's not going to accept reducing himself and playing like playing like Derrick Rose, doing that kind of thing, acknowledging the fact that you can no longer be a superstar. If you are no longer going to make that transition and you're still going to demand that your play style be the driving force for the team, then yeah, you're no longer going to have a place in the league, because winning matters most over just having a big name. Your big name is only going to last but so long. Your name is only big because you're winning. So if you're no longer winning, if you're outside of your prime, the league or any individual team, they're not finna pay you a boatload of money. They're not finna build their roster around you. They're not gonna cater and kowtow to you. They're gonna just either give you a mid-level exception type of deal in a bench role to see if you accept it, because that's actually where you're most effective for any team. Or you're going to keep that same egotistical head of steam that you are still a superstar that you no longer are, and they have no other choice other than to ignore you. And unfortunately, we are in a similar space with Russell Westbrook, but it is just way more dramatic and chaotic because he himself is way more dramatic and chaotic as a player and as a person. Now, I don't mean that as a negative. He's just a very bombastic, emotional, in-your-face kind of guy. So all of that in-your-faceness in his attitude, in his stature, and his game, as the league is experiencing, especially seeing how he's showing out and not even being a good teammate and being somewhat of a cancer, we might be seeing the last of Russell Westbrook, y'all. He might be on his way out. He might be gathering his $45 million payday, and he might run off into the sunset unless he accepts the need to change. So, hey, high value basketball family, like, share, subscribe. Peace.